last one that I want to talk about, which is micropayments on Nostr. So even as it stands today, Nostr is a far superior version of what we have compared to Instagram, compared to Twitter, YouTube, all these different legacy platforms. Instead of likes, you can actually send value, send Bitcoin. So if I like your post, if I got any value from it, I can send you 20 sats. I mean, this is a perfect example. There's people in this show today who have sent in 5,000 sats to the show because they enjoy watching the show. So that ties into Nostr, that ties into micropayments. But this is the part that I really want to talk about, and something I haven't really talked about on the show before. Because I was thinking, like, with my NPub, with my Nostr account, I don't really love the fact that everybody's going to know how much Bitcoin I've got zapped on there, how much Bitcoin I've zapped to other people, because you can see that now. Very transparent, which is good and bad, I think, in a lot of ways. But I was thinking, like, if this is going to be the future of what I do and how I earn money in the future, I don't really want everybody to know how much I've been earning, right? So then I was thinking, like, if I wanted to sell something, let's say I wanted to sell a product or a service, if I wanted to sell this mug and I put it up on Nostr and said this mug is worth 20,000 sats, or I post it on Facebook or whatever it is. But instead of like people zapping my NPub, I could just spin up a brand new one and say, here's my NPub, zap the profile, I'll send you the mug. So then it's completely untied to me through that process, right? So going back to this original comment from the first comment of the day, the point of this comment was the non-KYC sats. So let's play out this process here. So we'll use the mug as an example, but I'll also just say, like, let's say I'm a graphic designer, and I don't necessarily want everybody to see how much I'm making on my Nostr profile. I don't want them knowing my Bitcoin address. I don't want them knowing my Lightning address. I don't want them to know how much I've made, because that's the part of Bitcoin that I think that is kind of shitty in a way, where it's very transparent. Bad for people like us, good for governments. Governments need that transparency, right? But if you think about it, if you want to be earning money on Nostr or online, but you don't really want everybody to know how much you've been making, every time somebody goes to pay you, you can actually just spin up a brand new NPub, share that with them. They can zap it. It's not traced to you at all. So this is kind of what that process would look like, the whole flow of it. And this is why it's incredible. So let's say I'm a graphic designer. And by the way, if there's any graphic designers out there, if you're any good, I think that the first graphic designer that really gets onto Nostr and really embraces Nostr is going to make a fucking killing on there. Because every week I see somebody's looking for a logo, a website, some sort of design, and I've never seen a good answer to that on there yet. So there's a lot of people looking for it. There's not a whole lot of people willing to do it on there. But let's just say you're a graphic designer and you want to be doing jobs for different people on Nostr. And again, you don't want everybody to know how much you've been making. So let's say I do a job for Duncan. I'm a graphic designer. Duncan gets in touch with me. He says, this is what I need. I need a logo for this. So I go about it. I do the logo. And at the end of it, instead of saying, here's my NPub, zap me, I spin up a brand new NPub, which at this stage, I haven't entered in my name. I haven't entered in a phone number. You don't need an email address to spin up a new NPub. I send it to Duncan. I say 20,000 sats, you can zap to this profile. So then I connect my mini bits, my eCash wallet, to that. So when Duncan zaps my newly spun up one-time use NPub, it goes into my mini bits, which is a blind, very private way of doing Bitcoin. So with mini bits, I haven't entered in my name. I haven't entered in my phone number. I haven't entered in any information about myself. So Nostr to mini bits, still nobody knows that I have this Bitcoin. And then I send it to my Aqu wallet. which still nobody knows that I have that Bitcoin. I haven't put in my name anywhere yet. And then I send it to my cold storage. Once I have a balance built up in Aqua, say I have 2,000 sats for the last couple of weeks of work, I send it to my cold storage. So at no time in that process there, in those steps, did I ever enter in my information. I didn't have to send a selfie in. I didn't have to. I mean, I can see the numbers in the show going down here. I feel like I might be losing some people with this, but that's okay. Just understand how powerful this is. And you might have to rewatch this. You might have to write down the process itself, where you actually do work for somebody online. You spin up a new NPub, not connected to you. It automatically goes into your eCash. You send that to your Aqua wallet, let the balance build up there, and then you move it to your cold storage. Or from your Aqua wallet, let's just say you kind of use that as your main bank account. Once you get a big enough balance in there, you could say, okay, I'm sending some to my cold storage, or I'm sending some to Bitrefill, and I'm going to use that instead of having this mindset of we're going to earn Bitcoin and keep it forever. Like, this is something that you could be doing today in a very private way and paying for your lifestyle with it. So from the Aqua wallet, you make a purchase from Bitrefill for a $500 gift card for gas, and then you have gas for the next 3 months, and nobody knows that you had that along the way, which is such a shift from where we are today. That process is doable in your own local economy. You could do that. Let's say that you cut grass and you go cut grass. The guy gives you a $20 bill. You go spend on gas. You can do whatever you want with that. Nobody knows that he gave you that $20 bill, but you're very limited to your own local area with that. That's the difference here. I understand that that's available. It's been available for forever, but now we're in a sense where we're talking about not just our local area, not just the city 2 hours away, but anywhere on the planet. Somebody can hire you, send you money. Nobody knows that was sent, and you can essentially pay for your whole life through that flow of nobody knowing that you had that Bitcoin. The tools are already built for that. And that's real. Even if it sounds like I'm talking Chinese here, just understand that process is possible. And if you can find a way where whatever you do, whether you're on Zapstream, whether you're a graphic designer, whether you're doing tax advice for people across the world, you can, as the world is right now, you can go through that whole flow without anybody knowing that you earn that Bitcoin. So not only are you not having to send 50% of it to the government, you're going to be able to go through that whole flow without the government knowing that you even have that. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible.